Titans offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. The left side completion to Jones. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Come on, let's go! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. He finds Beckham complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Let's go. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Frank's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance, because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and
now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Vikings. Julio Jones with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is down to 20. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Look at the spin. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to look to throw. They've got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
That really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
He'll look to throw, and he connects with Ebron. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Touchdown, Vikings! Julio Jones, 81 yards, and the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
We got 3. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd down following the incompletion. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the God.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this looks to probably be the final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.